Here's a stat that might surprise you. 90% of traders choose a trading style that doesn't even match their personality. Think about it. How many traders are stressed out, glued to charts all day, barely sleeping, simply because they picked the wrong approach? For instance, maybe you're scalping right now, but deep down, you know your temperament isn't really built for that kind of pressure. Or maybe you're swing trading, not realizing that your personality, or perhaps your schedule, would actually thrive in a faster paced strategy. So let's settle the debate. Should you scalp or swing trade? Which one is better for you? And more importantly, which one gives you the highest chance of success? Let's start with scalping. Scalping is the go-to for traders who love action. You're in and out of trades within minutes, sometimes even seconds. You're working on super short time frames, like the 1 minute or 5 minute chart. It is fast, intense, and filled with opportunities. So why do people love it? Well, that's because you get tons of trades in a day. You can profit from small price movements, even in sideways markets. You're not waiting for a big trend to form. Instead, you're just looking for quick momentum and executing again and again. And since your targets are small, you risk per trade very little, often just 1 or 2%. So losses are more contained. But here's the catch. Scalping is brutally stressful. One moment of hesitation and you're wiped out. Usually, even the whole gains for the day. If you lack focus, you easily get flustered, or if your strategy isn't airtight, scalping will chew your account fast. Not to mention, spreads and commissions can add up quickly when you're entering in and out of dozens or hundreds of trades. And unless you're working with a top-tier broker, that alone can bleed your profits dry. So, if you're someone who thrives under pressure, loves fast decision making, and doesn't mind staring at charts for hours with full attention, sure, scalping might indeed be your jam. But if you prefer a bit more space to think, there is another path, an often far less stressful path. That's swing trading. So swing trading is all about the long game. You're holding positions for days, sometimes even weeks or months. Your entries are based on deeper technical or fundamental analysis. You may be using a 4-hour, daily, or even the weekly chart. So why do traders love swing trading instead of maybe scalping? Well, in swing trading, you don't need to be glued to your screen all day. A few well-placed trades per week can yield solid returns. You also tend to pay less in trading fees since you're placing fewer trades overall. And with the right analysis, you can ride out bigger moves and make bigger profits per trade. So of course it's less stressful. However, it does come with its own challenges. First, it takes patience. Markets don't always move the right way. You might have to hold through sideways or perhaps even drawdown movements. And because the trades are longer term, your stop losses and take profits are wider. So a single bad trade can actually have a rather big impact. Plus, there's always the risk of unexpected news or market events flipping your trade overnight. So, swing trading is great if you prefer analysis over adrenaline, and if you like the idea of letting the market do its thing while you go about, your normal life. And usually you have to be okay with slower but more measured decision making as well. So swing trading might be your perfect fit if you like that, but you have to think for yourself, scalping or swinging, which is good for you. The truth is there really is no one size fits all. The better question is, what do you feel is good for you? So if you're sharp, quick on the trigger, and love constant action, scalping might really be your edge. However, if you're more strategic, long-term patient, and prefer trading with less screen time and more big picture planning, then swing trading could be the better choice. Either way, two things matter above everything else: the broker you choose and the type of account you trade with. These two can make or break your strategy, no matter which one you choose and no matter how good you are. So here's what I want to know. I want you to drop a comment below and tell me this. Which one are you currently doing? And also, do you feel you might need to change? Does it fit your personality? And perhaps you might also think, do you really want some help or need some help in choosing your strategy or a broker that matches your style? If you need a broker, visit xChief.com, take advantage of the bonuses and begin your trading. See you in the next video, and until then, happy trading.